Hey yo, it's Mayo. Alrighty, so let's say you found a MIDI online and you want to make your utau sing it. Openutau, you could do this in openutau alone, but it's really annoying. So let's pick one that I know has a vocal track, and we want to import the MIDI tempo map thing. Alright, so this one, it's really easy to see that this says vocals, but there is an issue with this. And if you're trying to use an English phonomizer, it will not work. So what we need to do is we need to select all, and then let's set this to something like 1/32, and then we can quantize. And that is a little too much. Wait. Oh, right. Wait. There, sorry. Okay, so for this to work, so that it would work with phonomizers, because it will break if you have a plus and there's a gap, you'd want to quantize events. Okay, now we need to add lyrics. So there's two different ways you can do this. The first is by clicking here, and you need to choose lyric, and I think that this is waiting. And if you're, and to do the next syllable, you do that. And you need to make sure that these are aligned. When you're importing into utau, it doesn't matter. I could put waiting right here and remove this one and it'd be fine, but openutau, I remember it being different and it wasn't very fun. Alrighty. So the other way you can do it is by going to musical notation, and down here you can see this just I think right click. I'm so used to my tablet, I don't know, and you can just go in, go forward, room forward, and when you have the quantization set to something kind of wonky, you will run into an issue sometimes where you have a hard time using the back and forward buttons to get to the right place. So that was easy though. There is a third input method where you use a reascript that ChatGPT helped me write to actually import the lyrics from a file, but that's a little advanced, so let's try with a different one that might be a little more different. I don't want to say that. Let's see about the Killers. This one will be a little harder to find. Okay, we want single channel items on multiple tracks, and just so everything is to get broken up. Now we can see that this one is a lot more difficult to figure out. Okay. So, if I remember this song correctly, let's see. Okay, we know that it isn't the electric guitar, the drums, or the bass. So, I don't know, so let's add reasons and see if this is it. Yeah, yes, this is the correct. Alright, so this looks like it's properly quantized, so we don't need to do any wonky stuff. Now, MIDIs aren't always aligned to the original. Sometimes MIDIs just are an arrangement and not an actual thing. So sometimes you'll try to import the original to match up the MIDI, but that sometimes just won't work because they're so different. Sometimes the MIDI is even in a different key. So you will probably want to learn how to use VSTIs to make your own instrumentals when you're working with MIDIs to make covers, but sometimes it will match up. But if it's just not matching up slightly, I can switch to this and I can click Alt, and if I get it right, you can, not like that. You can actually change the rate by clicking Alt and dragging it around, so that if you just subtly need to change it, like it's the right BPM but it's just slightly off, you can change the rate like that. And once you have your lyric, you're made sure it's quantized so that openutau won't break the phonomizer, you can select it and then go to File, Export Project MIDI, and just, you want it the entire project but only the selected tracks, because that means that when you import it to openutau, it will only import that one track, because if you import any of these, it's going to freak out because openutau does not do polyphony on a single track. So, okay, I hope this helped. Bye.